In this video, we'll discuss the compression molding process. The components of the compression molding process. We'll discuss how the compression molding process works. We'll understand the working principle and its application, and then we'll discuss the advantage and disadvantage of the compression molding process. So let's first understand how the compression molding works. So it's a very simple working principle is there. So here there are two parts of the mold, like upper mold half and the lower mold half. So these are the preheated mold. So this process actually is used to create the strong durable plastic and rubber component. So you can see over here, so this is lower mold half, it is a fixed one, and upper movable molded half, it is movable. So we are placing here the charge means we are pre-measure amount of the material. So some pre-measure amounts we will place in the preheated mold. So this is the charge inside the heated mold cavity, and then we are pressing. Okay, we are applying the force and pressing the charge in the mold cavity, and it will form the required shape as a means depends upon the shape of the cavity. So it will flow the material in the cavity and take the shape of the mold, and will after that will release the force, and with the help of the ejector pin we are taking these parts from the mold. So this is a very quick process. So and working principle is very simple. Now let's understand the different types of the compression molding. So we understood the working principle. So based on that, there are different types, like open flash molds. So here we are allowing some excess material escape from the mold, and which is nothing but the flash. So this flash is generally we can see on the part that is some excess material around the parting line. So this one is inexpensive, and generally it is not suitable for high precision part, as there are some excess material we can see on the mold. So this open flash mold is generally commonly used for gasket and rubber seal. Then the fully positive molds, where we are not allowing any excess material from the mold. So we are not escaping, so out of the mold there is no material is going. So here the accurate measurement of the charge or the material we need to place in the mold cavity. So and it will produce the strong dense product, and there are there are means there are chance that the air trapped in the air, as we are not allowing the material to be escape. So so because of that some defects may occur, and in the fully positive mold compression molding. So this one is used for laminated plastic and small rubber part. Then we have semi positive mold. So combine of the so semi-positive mold, this is the combination of open flash mold and fully positive mold. So some portions not means big one means more material, but some materials are escaping from the mold, like a small flash, and maintaining the overall thickness, okay, of the part. So in the semi mold, so combination of open flash and fully positive mold. So it provides the better quality, and it is widely used in the industrial application, this type of semi positive mold compression molding. And then we have the landed positive mold. So this is the advanced version of the semi positive mold. So it ensures the precise dimension control. Okay, so we'll get the proper dimension control and exact part. So it is often used for high precision components like for automotive parts. And you can see here the different applications of the compression molding. So like in the rubber tires, rubber seals, rubber gaskets, and plastics manifolds, some covers, okay, some hoses. So these are different compression molding applications are there, you can see in the automobile and different industries. So now the advantage of this compression molding is this is cost effective for high strength and the large part, and here the material is required minimum material wastage is there, because we are not is in no in few compression moldings we are generally not allowing the excess flashes, or the flash will be less in the compression molding process. So because of that there is no wastage, minimum wastage are there, so because of some flashes. And it is suitable for thermosetting plastics also, and simple mold design compared to the injection molding. So if you compare with injection molding, so injection moldings having the different section and the complicated structure, but this process is very simple and straightforward. And disadvantage is that it has a slower cycle time than the injection molding. So injection molding it's completely means automatic and very fast process. So compared to that, uh, it has a slower cycle time. So because we need to pack the complete charge or the material, and in injection molding the material charge filling the cavity is very quick. Okay, and the compression molding is limited to simple geometry, so complicated geometry we can't manufacture for the in the compression molding. And injection molding the complicated geometry also we can manufacture. There is a risk of air entrapment causing the defects as we are pressing and closing the complete cavity. So there are the chances that air may get trapped, and because of that defects may occur. So friend, uh, thank you for watching. If you like this video, please like, share and subscribe the channel.